the ACDP.
Thank you, House Chair. House Chair, the Public Procurement Act was supposed to be a response to the Zondo Commission's damning findings on preferential procurement that contributed significantly to state capture and corruption. As we know, public procurement accounts for a significant portion of government expenditure, nearly R1 trillion, and approximately 22% of South Africa's GDP. Now, the ACDP believes that the Public Procurement Act was a missed opportunity to fundamentally address the many deficiencies in public procurement. And this view is supported by former Chief Justice Judge Zondo, who expressed his doubts as to whether the Act would stop corruption in the public sector. Honourable Cuthbert's Private Members Bill seeks to address some of these concerns and is based on 3 pillars, as he pointed out: value for money, economic inclusion, and disqualification of those who have engaged in fraud and corruption. Surely these aims are laudable and should be commended. Let's make it very clear. The ACDP, whilst supporting redress for past wrongs, does not support preferential procurement provisions, which have not only contributed significantly to state capture and corruption, but have grossly inflated government contracts. We are also concerned that some of the provisions in that act will embolden extortion syndicates who, under the guise of business forums, show up armed at construction sites, water sites, elsewhere, demanding 30% of the projects be subcontracted to their companies. These groups don't hesitate to disrupt construction projects or storm in tender briefings or threaten officials and rival bidders to force them to accede to their demands. Now, the sharpest and academic brains in South Africa came together to form the Joint Strategic Resource to comment on the original Public Procurement Bill before it became an act and to suggest amendments. However, it is sad to see that that valuable resource was largely overlooked, and the ACDP wishes to thank these legal experts. There is, however, still an opportunity to comment on the regulations to the original act, and the ACDP calls on civil society to submit comments on these very important regulations to the Procurement Act by the cut-off date in June. Lastly, the existing BBBE framework is undergoing a 2-phase review process initiated by the DTIC to refine, realign, and address corruption within the system. And this amendment bill could form part of that process. It is undoubtedly a step in the right direction, which the ACDP will consider favorably. I thank you.